Greetings, everyone. Dr. Anita Stewart-McCafferty here from Educational Leadership at the University of Southern Maine. I'm delighted to be with you to walk you through Module 2 of this class, EDU 680, Professional Learning in Schools. I trust that you enjoyed Module 1, where you had the opportunity to really examine and reflect upon your own experiences with professional learning up until this point, and also the experiences that your colleagues have had with professional learning. During Module 1, you also had the opportunity to compare and contrast the experiences that you and your colleagues have had with the standards for high quality professional learning that are put out by the Learning Forward. In this week's module, we're going to focus on adult learning theories, principles, and approaches, and really think about how they are similar and distinct from student learning. So our guiding questions for this week are as follows. How do adults best learn? What are the adult learning theories that one should consider when planning and implementing professional development or professional learning for our schools? And how is adult learning similar to and distinct from student learning? Our objectives for Module 2 are as follows. To be able to explain the differences and similarities between adult learning and student learning theories and models. And 2, to be able to formulate plans to incorporate adult learning principles and theories into future professional learning experiences. So let's take a moment and delve into Module 2. When you move into Module 2, you will be asked to look at the curated materials that I've put together for you in the readings and viewing folder. And so there are a number of articles, there's a report, and a couple of videos that I encourage you to review for this week around adult learning. Also, you will continue your reading of our Common Read PLC Plus, the Better Decisions and Greater Impact by Design book from Corwin that just came out in 2020. And you will be reading chapter 2 from this. Now, an optional text was the playbook, the PLC Plus playbook, that is kind of a companion to our Common Read. And so for those of you who chose to get this book as well, it leads you through several modules or learning activities that you could do with colleagues, with other educators in your school. So you might find that to be useful as well. This week for our assignment, we're going to focus on adult learning and then think about future planning for professional learning. So your task is to complete 2 prompts, and one of them is to answer the following question. What adult learning principles and theories do you consider most crucial to consider when designing professional learning experiences? And then the second prompt is asking you how you might incorporate adult learning principles and theories into a future professional learning experience. So this could be one that you know is coming up, so a real one, or it could be something that you're imagining, oh, if I was in charge of professional learning X, this is how I would take what I've learned about adult learning and adult theory, and I would be able to design it into that professional learning experience. So you're asked to describe a plan of how you would incorporate specific adult learning principles into this professional learning opportunity that you are planning. Okay? Again, it might be something that you will have the opportunity to implement. That would be best case scenario. And if it's not something that you actually get to implement right away, it's good practice in being able to think about how would you plan with these adult learning principles in mind. So that's your assignment for this week. The discussion for this week will focus on you being able to really think about the similarities and differences between student learning and adult learning. And you're going to be asked to compose a visual document of some kind to be able to upload to the discussion board where you're comparing and contrasting the 2 types of learning, adult learning and student learning. So the visual could be a graphic organizer of your choice. It might be a concept map or a mind map or a sketch or a sketch note where you combine visual images and text, or another visual of your choice, something that you're imagining. So again, the idea here is for us to delve into adult learning. What does it look like? How does it really work? And you're going to have the opportunity to look at andragogy, which was introduced to us back a few decades ago and is one of the foundations when we think about adult learning. Now, there have been many approaches to adult learning that have moved beyond Knoll's original conception of andragogy, and we'll take an opportunity to look at those too. I hope that you enjoy this dive this week into adult learning theory. If you find a little bit of extra time on your hands, please feel free to continue reading the PLC Plus book. We will be making our way through the entire book, so feel free if that's something that you want to get ahead on. This will be your opportunity to do so. I hope you have a wonderful week of learning. And please know that I am simply an email away if you have a question or a concern. Have a wonderful week, everyone.